The name of the workshop is Picking Out Awesome Accompaniments. Much like our songwriting workshop, it's 4 classes total. So it's the 19th, Mondays and start on the 19th, Mondays and Fridays from 1 to 3, just 2 weeks. So there's 2 classes per week. And it's from 1 to 3 p.m. And there's going to be a little showcase at the end of the songs that you guys are going to come up with, or the songs that you're going to come up with awesome accompaniments for. And everything is conducted online. And yeah, so anyone from anywhere can join, which is really awesome. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your background, like what led you to what you're doing today?
Well, I started playing guitar maybe when I was about 10, and I was living in the Philippines.
Wow.
And I just, a lot of the same pop stars or, people were popular back then. My hero was John Denver.
Aww.
If you can imagine.
Very
and
cool.
He was a really good guitar player, and he had a lot of good guitar accompaniments. So I started doing that, and I started singing John Denver songs. And then my parents would have me sing at the party, and that was a problem for me, I have to admit, because I was too self-conscious about my voice.
Aww.
And so yeah, maybe it would have been good if I had but that's what drove me to become a classical guitarist, because I realized I could play everything on the guitar and not have to sing. Now I sing. Now I'm not very self-conscious about my voice at all. But
yay!
And so I became a classical guitarist, and I just practiced like crazy. I was obsessed with it, and then of course I was interested in all other kinds of music too, and played other kinds of music. But I ended up eventually at Juilliard School, and got my performance degree there. I compose, I perform, I write, I teach. I just do a lot of things. So
you are the epitome of the word artisan, if I've ever seen it. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what people can expect from this workshop?
I want to be as flexible as possible to everybody's needs. So like we'll just start out with, where everybody is. And, if you've played before, like a few chords, a few songs, it'll be doable for you. But also, if you're more advanced, then I'll find things for you to work on too.
Totally.
And yeah. And I want to start out like with a survey of basic finger picking and accompaniment patterns and how they show up in all like classical or not classical, but classic popular rock and folk guitar songs. If we have time, we'll do maybe some Latin American stuff too.
Ooh, I've heard you play a little bit of Latin, and it's incredible. It's very cool.
And then everybody will kind of have a more long-term song that they'll work on. And if you're adventurous, you could even maybe do an arrangement that you could play solo, if that's something you want to learn. Also, since I'm a classical guitarist, I want to give you like just the basics of, the classical guitar, we end up having to do a little bit of everything, and we have to do it really well. And it's often in the middle of playing really difficult pieces. And so you just have to develop some basic ways to hold your hand and use your hand, your left and your right hand, that give you a lot of versatility.
Oh, very cool. So it's like building that foundation upon which you can grow from and build on. Yeah,
exactly. So I'll infuse it with whatever classical guitar techniques work for just popular guitar styles. Now, if you notice, I have these giant classical guitar fingernails. They look kind of scary. You don't have to have those.
They're actually well manicured. I'm super impressed.
Left-hand techniques, hammer-ons, pull-offs, anything, even kind of integrating melody with accompaniment. We'll just see how far we can take it, depending on who's there.
Yeah.
And what else? Integrating strumming with finger picking, and also basic chord theory, just ways to come up with really cool chords up and down, ideas up and down the fingerboard.
I love that. So if someone were to say, well, I've only been playing guitar like a year, like I know a handful of chords, do you think they would be successful in this workshop?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, because it's like you said, you learn these foundational techniques, and then you can run with it. And then depending on, you know, how much you practice it and all those kinds of things, you can really grow quickly.
Yeah.
So do people need an electric guitar or an acoustic guitar, or are either?
Any kind of guitar, yeah. I mean, I've got
strings.
I got strings. So there's my.
Pretty.
Sometimes I use that for teaching. Not always. Usually this is my trusty Yamaha.
Oh, yes.
It's that I've had for about 30 years.
Wow. Do you want to, like, not to put you on the spot, but do you want to, like, play a little something?
Sure.
Picking something?
Yeah, I mean, so for instance, we probably won't get this advanced, but basic finger picking style, you're using your thumb to play the bass, and your fingers are doing your 3 fingers, or maybe just 2 fingers, depending on what you want to do, are doing the rest. So.
Yeah, I love that. So when people come to this workshop, will they be able to suggest a song or bring a song that they may want to learn a finger picking style on, or a different kind of accompaniment? Would they be able to use to learn on a song that they are interested in?
Yes. Yeah. So like we would have some songs, some like basic songs that are just simple that everybody would be working on just to learn the pattern. Mm-hmm. And then depending on what you want to do, the song that you would want to learn for the long term would be of your own choosing. Or maybe I'll just give like a few choices, and then you can choose from them if you don't have something of your own.
Very cool. Love that. So even if you're like, I don't even know what song I want to learn, you'll have some options for them to choose from.
Yeah.
Great. This has been so fun. I always love getting to hear you play, because I think you're fantastic.
Thank you.
And it's always nice to speak with you, and it's cool that we get to talk to each other, even though you're all the way in Arizona and I'm in Georgia.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, cool. This is going to be such a fun workshop, everybody. It's going to be this summer, starting on July 19th, Mondays and Fridays from 1 to 3, for 2 weeks, basically. So there's 4 classes, and everything's conducted over Zoom, so anyone from anywhere can join, which is so exciting. And if you are playing guitar and you just really want to take it to the next level, learn something new, learn a new style, learn a bunch of new skills, this is a place to do it. And Jay's so wonderful, and he'll be able to help you with some really firm foundation in these new techniques and skills, which will be really cool, and you can build upon those, which is also very cool. And if you sign up before May 1st, you get $25 off, which is very cool. Just want to put that out there. And yeah, if you have any questions, you just let me know. You can comment here, you can DM me, you can email me at contact@mtcmusicacademy.com, and we will answer all the questions that you have. And
Awesome.
that's it. Thanks, Jay. Thanks for being here.
You.